I have a huge amount of respect for the people who've started their own businesses and they have families and have a lot of people, dependents basically. And I was very fortunate. I didn't have a mortgage, I didn't have a family. I could just take the risk, and if it failed, then I'd just be in a little bit of debt and we'll be able to hopefully get another job and lick my wounds and carry on forward. But I would have learned an awful lot by doing that. So I think it's a lot easier to encourage the people who don't have really anything to lose. Even if you fail, putting it on your CV is going to open an awful lot of doors because you've tried it and you've learned an awful lot from that process. For people who really do have dependents, they have to think very hard about whether they can really put their family in a situation where they might not have any income for a while, and how much of their personal time is going to be dedicated to the business. Certainly don't want to say don't do it, because there are an awful lot of people who've gone out and done it very well. It's just a bit more of a kind of a real decision you need to think about, not lightly. You need to think about it in a lot of depth, but certainly if you aren't chained down to responsibilities, I would highly recommend you just go out there and just try it. So quite often when inventors kind of contact me and ask me for some advice, they're normally very pleased that they file for a patent and think that's their job done. It's only the start, and having a patent isn't necessarily essential to bringing a product to market. What you want to do as an inventor is make money out of your idea, and just having a patent doesn't mean you're going to make money. So you really need to spend an awful lot of time doing market research and making sure your target market would buy that product and for a particular price. So it's all very well thinking you've shown your friends and family this idea and they've all said, oh yeah, we'll be nice and kind to them and say it's a great idea, but you haven't got any real tangible evidence that it's going to be a winner. So if you can prove to yourself and hopefully then your bank manager that you can then, there is a market for this idea, you need to spend a lot of time focusing on that. And equally, just filing for your patent, you've still got to design and develop your idea. You can't just leave it as this intangible kind of idea of a, I don't know, suitcase that turns into a deck chair or something. You've got to really figure out how that's actually going to work. Everyone has ideas, everyone's had an idea, everyone has quite a few ideas. It's really having that great idea that's proven in the market that people really want, and you've been able to, whether it's you personally or used consultants, to actually take that idea into more of a tangible prototype type form, and then you're in a very strong position to either take the business on yourself or license the idea to another manufacturer. You don't really need a huge amount of business acumen previously to start your business. I felt that the first couple of years I was winging it for quite a while, and then I joined a group of business mentors and they just laughed when I said I'm kind of getting a bit tired of winging it. I kind of think I should I should have a lot more knowledge, and they all laughed, and they've been in business for 30 odd years and they say we're still winging it today. So I guess that's part of the entrepreneurial spirit really. But I started my business when I was 28. So I've worked professionally in the design industry, I worked overseas, and I wouldn't change any of that experience because it's really helped educate me and develop me as a professional. And even if you think you're doing a waste of time job, you're still working in a business environment that you can learn from and improve hopefully by running your own business. So even having bad experiences, like having a really bad line manager, is going to help your mindset. So if you are running your own business, you're going to make sure you as a line manager or any of your line managers in the future aren't going to behave in that particular way. There are so many different little things that you could easily pick out as things you really like about particular jobs or environments or hate, and it's just that being a sponge, absorbing all that information, so that when you are running your own business you can really implement these kind of ideas and things that you've experienced.